welcome to today's broadcast of Navigating with Key. My name is Kenneth Enerjo Asenime, K-E-A Key, and I'm your host on this program. Today we have a very interesting article to discuss, and I'm pretty excited to bring it to you the way we usually do on this channel. Remember, I'll read the article and then we'll take out some time and just discuss the nuances around this article. But before we get into that, I would like to say our email is ready. Yeah, we mentioned that on Monday, and today I'm going to read out that email to us so we can send our questions, send our stories, and it would help us build a very robust community. A few people had asked that, hey, can we have an email where we can send our stories to, where we can send our questions to, and get tailor-made responses to their questions? And then I said yes. So today, this is the email. The email is navigatingwithkey, one word, @gmail.com. navigatingwithkey@gmail.com. I've been waiting to do this. So this is the email right down there, navigatingwithkey@gmail.com. All right, so send your stories there, send your questions there, and then we'll look at it and provide responses that fits your particular situation. The email once again is navigatingwithkey, one word, @gmail.com. So let's go into today's article. Today's article I personally love. It is titled Evolving Quietly. All right, so let's dig into it. It says, lately you might feel different. Things you used to tolerate now feel heavy. Things you used to just brush off now drain you, right? Now, places you used to enjoy don't hit the same anymore. Conversations you once stayed quiet in now make you uncomfortable. I don't know how many of us have been in these situations. I think everybody has been through, and now you'll see why. It says, and you start wondering, what's wrong with me? My brother, my sister, my friend, the answer to that question is nothing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. This is called growth, all right? Outgrowing who you used to be can sometimes feel awkward, especially when people expect you to stay the same. Have you heard people say like, Ken used to be very fun. He has changed lately. He used to be very outspoken, but now he's just so quiet. Different situations can affect people differently, but here we're talking about growth, right? Growth. Now it says, you don't laugh at the same jokes anymore. What used to be funny to you suddenly doesn't sound really funny anymore. You don't have the same energy for certain things. Well, I can talk for a whole day about that very line. You don't have the same energy for certain things. There are a lot of things right now I don't have the energy to do. Now, the energy here, we're not talking about your physical energy. We're just talking about it no longer appeals to you. It no longer appeals to you, right? There are certain places, they just don't appeal to you anymore. Certain things, they just don't appeal anymore. You don't explain yourself as much as you used to do anymore, right? I remember growing up and then someone comes to me to ask for a favor and I want to say no. Before now, I would want to explain to let the person understand why I am taking the stance I'm taking. But these days, when you come and the answer is no, I just tell you no, sorry, I can't do it now. It's not because I've become a bit wicked. Let's get into that. You'll find out why. It's all in here. It says, you don't explain yourself as much anymore. Truth is, that's okay. Outgrowing is not betrayal. Outgrowing is maturity. Sometimes you are not becoming more difficult. You hear people say, that guy has become more difficult. Really, that's not the truth. You are not really becoming more difficult. You are just becoming a little more honest. A little more honest with how you feel. A little more honest with your communication. Now you are no longer scared, you're no longer worried that you owe people so much explanation, right? That doesn't make you difficult, it just makes you honest. Here it says, you are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed. You said you wanted to do this, but then it doesn't sit right with you anymore. Truth is, you are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to want different things. You are allowed to protect your peace. Hello, is anyone hearing this? You are allowed. There's no rule that says, I said I wanted to be this, but as you grow older, you realize, hey, that's route, it's not working, and then you decide to change your mind. It's allowed. It's okay. Don't allow the pressures of what will people say get you stereotyped or get you locked in something that's giving you pressure. Don't allow that happen. It says, you don't owe anyone the same version of you forever. You don't. There are people who are like drink buddies, right? And then you decide, hey, I think I'm done with alcohol. But because you don't want to hurt your friends, this ring of friends who you hit the clubs with every time, you don't want to hurt them. And then you keep pushing yourself into those situations, even though you don't feel it as much as you used to, but you just push yourself in because you want to remain in the circle. You want to be friends. You don't want to come out as arrogant. No, that's not the situation. Hey, you are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to choose peace. All right? Growth creates distance sometimes. There's an old saying that says 20 friends can be friends for 20 years, something like that, right? Because as you mature, you begin to choose different things and you begin to see life differently, and then people begin to move their separate ways. So growth creates distance sometimes, not because you think you are better, not because of that, but because you are becoming clearer. You are beginning to see your path a little more clearer. And the truth is, not everybody who were in your circle while you were 18 would remain in that circle when you become 24 or 25 or 30. Not all of them. Why? Because people mature into different things. Don't hold fast to it. If you feel like you are changing, don't panic. Don't force yourself back into old spaces just to feel accepted. You are not losing yourself. You are becoming more of you. You are not losing yourself. That you decided to stop doing certain things doesn't mean you've lost yourself. You are just becoming the version of you, the best version of you. And hold on to it. Hold on to it. There's a saying that change is the only thing constant. You will change as an individual. You will definitely change. But be guided so this change is positive. And how do you know a change is positive? You won't have pressures. And in saying you won't have pressure does not mean it is easy. But you will be at home with it. You will feel comfortable in the end. And change that aligns you to your goal is very positive. So don't be pressured when life issues bubble up and people begin to say, Kenneth, you are changing. This is not how you used to be. Think about it. Not every friend will remain in your life forever. And you do not owe everybody the old version of you forever. You must change. Even computer softwares are upgraded. Come on. So think about it. I want you to realize this. I want you to have a deep conversation with yourself. What is the change you are navigating at this time? Ask yourself, this change that has come, what is it asking of me at this time? Don't feel pressure to remain who you were. Change is good. Change is welcome. Maturity and growth is what we all need in our life. So that's our article for today, and I'm pretty excited, like I always say, having the opportunity to read this to you. And if you have comments, if you have questions, remember we have our email available now. Again, it is navigatingwithkey@gmail.com, or you can leave your comments down at the comment section of this video and we'll get to it. The aim, the goal is to help us, all of us together, navigate life in a way that we don't look back and have regrets. So I'll be expecting to see your emails. I'm expecting to hear your comments. And if this broadcast today has hit you in a way that is getting you to think, that is the purpose. I want you to think about things. I want you to examine things and begin to navigate life in a way that will give you the kind of success you deserve. So until I come your way again next week, I want you to have a lovely weekend. Enjoy yourself and keep navigating life. Goodbye.